Hi everyone. So today, me and my group is going to present the topic, the arts of ocean chemistry. So ocean chemistry is actually a very beautiful thing as there is so much to talk about. And today we will narrow down our topic to brine pools, which is a part of ocean chemistry.
For introduction, what is a brine pool? Brine pool is known as the most extreme habitable environment on Earth due to its salinity concentration 3 to 8 times greater compared to the surrounding ocean. The brine often contains high concentrations of hydrogen sulfide and methane, which provide energy to chemosynthetic animals that live near the pool. Brine pools usually occur in modern salt basins, including Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, and Gulf of Mexico. These brine pools often associated with micro and biological communities that thrive at the narrow interface between seawater and brine and within the bacterial mats. Biofilms contribute to the creation of microbes and are considered the foundation by which other microorganisms can survive in extreme environments. Deep sea and polar brine pools are toxic to marine animals due to their high salinity and anoxic properties, which they could experience cerebral hypoxia due to the lack of oxygen, ultimately leading to toxic shock and possibly death. Proof of these findings about the infamous brine pool is from the discovery of the Afifi brine pool, which are found in the year of 2020, the southernmost and shallowest of all brine pools reported in the Red Sea, but yet it ranks among the saltiest of all known brine pools. Thank you. That's it from me. I'll pass to the next presenter.
So I will proceed about the current issue regarding to our topic, which is brine pool. Scientists discovered early in 2010 there was a brine pool underneath the sea, which is on the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, that called Jacuzzi of Despair. This lake was very acidic, thus it kills any unfortunate organism that happens to wander in. With a diameter of 100 feet, this lake was very deep inside and also producing a poisonous chemical underwater. This poisonous chemical underwater makes the sea life seem to have difficulty living in it as it gets much saltier and acidic. That's all from me, thank you.
For the impact of brine pool, firstly, it is very anoxic to some marine organisms because they have lack of oxygen. For example, it can cause toxic shock to the organism. Secondly, the anoxic nature of the pool also causes the dead organism around being preserved due to high salinity. Thirdly, the fluid of brine pool contains hydrogen sulfide and methane. This will bring advantages to some specific bacteria, which is chemosynthetic bacteria, to make their energy. Lastly, underwater landslide also dangerous because it can harm other organisms by causing the brine to spill out into the surrounding.
Although brine pools are frequently believed to be a stable stratified structures, we illustrate that major disruption can be triggered by underwater landslide. In addition, landslide produce waves of large amplitude upon contact with the brine pool, comparable to tsunami wave. Waves with amplitude on the order of hundreds of meters that rival the largest known ocean wave were created by the impact of major fast-moving landslides. In the future, brine wave will adversely impact ecological ecosystem and eventually overspill to disperse hypersaline brine into nearby basins. Consider the result of brine pool entering submarine landslides that are wider and denser than turbidity pools. The effect of waves of submarine landslides displace brine, which in turn will harm less salt-tolerant biological communities, affect the brine seawater interface microbiological communities, and resuscitate sediment through the motion of the wave against the walls of the basin.
So the future uses of brine pools. Natural resources can be used for varieties of functions, and this goes the same to brine pools as well. There has been one major idea which involves harnessing the salinity of brine pools in order to use them as a power source. This would be done by using an osmotic engine which drives water through the engine using the concept osmotic pressure. The energy created by this exchange is then extracted using a turbine to create a power output. Also, it is possible to study liquid brine in order to use its electrical conductivity to study if water is present on Mars. And the third and final idea involves using microorganisms in brine pools to form natural product drugs in the healthcare industries. These microorganisms are important sources of bioactive molecules against various diseases due to the extreme environment that they live in, giving the potential to increase number of drugs in clinical traits. In fact, there has been a study in the Red Sea brine pools that the microorganisms in it can be used to create anti-cancer drugs. So this is a very big finding in the healthcare industries. That's all from me. Thank you.
Purple is indeed a toxic to marine creatures and humans, but under normal situation, it's not harmful to marine creatures and also humans. But due to the human activities that are getting more destructive and more frequent, such as construction and development, they have caused a lot of natural phenomena to occur at higher rate, like tsunami, sea slide, landslide, and others. The problem with tsunami is when tsunami occurs, it will bring whatever from the deep sea to the upper surface of the marine. So in this case, when a tsunami happens, it will bring the toxic material or substance of the brine pool to the upper surface of the marine. So when the marine creatures get in touch with it, they will dead instantly, and if the fishermen capture them and sell them to buyers for eating purpose, when the buyers consume the marine creatures, the toxic will be transferred to their bodies and it will cause them to suffer, and in the worst case, death. So other than that, brine pool might be a solvent for the problem that our natural energy is running out from time to time, as it may become a reliable source of energy for us. So as a conclusion, brine pool is toxic to marine creatures and also to us. But if we could reduce the destructive activities to the natural environment, we may develop a way to balance the benefit and the harm that it brought to us.